Sabah al-Khairi, good morning. Now that good morning was in modern standard Arabic. Now when you're speaking about Arabic, you're speaking about a lot of different dialects. So my particular one that I have started to study again, which I used to study it, but now I'm picking it up again, is Modern Standard Arabic. Modern Standard Arabic is sort of a lingua franca a little bit for 22 different Arab countries that speak all kinds of different dialects. However, I will tell you this. One reason I stopped studying Arabic was that in 2024, I spent almost a year living with some people who were Eastern Orthodox Christians, and they were in a Lebanese church. So the people were from Lebanon. Now, the people were American citizens, they'd lived there a long time, but their roots were in Lebanon. In Wichita, Kansas, many years ago, about 2017, I also attended an Eastern Orthodox Christian church, which the speakers were Lebanese. Same type of thing, Lebanon. And they were Arabic speakers, but they were Lebanese Arabic speakers, and this was very different from my modern standard Arabic. So what happened was, when I tried the Arabic that I was learning on these people, they looked at me like I had come from another planet. And that didn't go very well, especially when you're, if you guys are language learners and you know when you start a language, you want to try it out. And if you bomb out totally, you kind of just tuck your tail between your legs and you run off and you don't want to try again. You're very touchy about it. You're afraid you're not going to be understood. And if you're not, it really does affect you, especially if you're kind of shy. And so it bothered me greatly that they didn't understand me. And I couldn't understand why they didn't understand me. I thought, is it that bad? No, it wasn't that bad. It was that they were Lebanese Arabic speakers. That's a whole different type of Arabic. And so some of these dialectical differences between the countries who are Arab speakers are very, very different. Very different. So different they can't understand each other. So it's something I've had to wrap my mind around. Now, let me tell you, what is an Arab person or an Arab speaker? What does Arab mean? Arab refers to people who identify with the history, the political leanings, the culture of the Arab people. And mostly these are originally were a nomadic Semitic group. Now, Semitic also includes Hebrew and people of the Middle East, basically. So there are 22 Arab countries. 22. And so, yeah, and see, I was really confused because I thought Arab, don't they mean Saudi Arabia? Well, they mean that, but they mean a much broader perspective. So there are 22 Arab countries, mostly in the Middle East and North Africa. Of course, there are people from those countries all over the world. But let me read you the countries. I have a list of these 22 Arab countries, and here they are: Jordan, Palestine, Syria, Lebanon, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Yemen, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, United Arab Emirates, Egypt, Sudan, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, Somalia, Mauritania, Djibouti, Comoros. Now, those are the Arab countries. Now, each of these Arab countries speak their own version of Arabic. Now, modern standard Arabic is an attempt at a lingua franca. In other words, a language that can be understood in many places. But I will tell you, it did not work with the Lebanese speakers that I was with, not at all. And I just went home totally confused. I didn't know why it didn't work. Now I know that they just simply had their own dialectical version that was just completely different. So I am not with those Lebanese speakers anymore, although they were very nice people. But I decided to go with Modern Standard Arabic, and we'll see how this goes. Now, if I were to be with a specific group of different kind of speakers, maybe I would try to learn their dialect. But for now, for my general learning and hopefully I'll be able to communicate a little bit with Modern Standard Arabic, and that's what I'm learning right now. So the Arab world is not, not defined by race. There are different races within that broad category. It is not the same race, so that you know. It is an ethno-linguistic group, so mostly they're sharing culture and language. Are they all Muslim? No. The groups that I were with that were Lebanese were very, very Christian. So there are also Jewish groups, and I'm sure other types of religions as well. There's probably Buddhist. I mean, I don't know. But I don't know that much about the religion. But I know that there are Muslim, Christian, and Jewish, and I'm sure of that. And the other thing that I'm going to tell you that is going to blow your mind, if you don't know this already, is that the word Allah refers to God. And this refers to God for the Muslims. This refers to God for the Christians. Because when I was in a Christian church, if we mentioned God in a prayer, the name of God, we used Allah. It is simply the name for God. It doesn't matter what your concept is. It is simply the name for God. Yeah, let that one sink in. So, there's it's easy to have enemies. If you just set people up as they're not like me, so they're my enemy. But when you get to know those people, and when you understand that those people are people just like you, then there might be differences. But, understanding people does help cut across the differences. I have lived that all my life, and I happen to know that. So anyway, so I will try my very brand new, not very good Modern Standard Arabic on you. I know very, very little, but I did greet you with Sabah al-Khayri, which was good morning. And so I could say, if I want to say, my name is Ismi, my name is, and I'm going to say Polyglot Curious because I don't want to use my real name. But that is my handle on YouTube. Ismi Polyglot Curious. Hel ana Arabiyaton? Hel ana Arabiyaton? Am I Arab? La ana Amerikiyaton. I am American. And la is no. Nam is yes. And so I ask, Hel ana Arabiyaton? Am I Arab? And the hel is like a question word. Am I? Are you? You put that in the front. So I guess, let's see, what else did I study? So Ana Amerikiton. Let's see. That's about it. I'm very, very new to this. And to say good evening, Meseh al-Khayri. So, good morning, Sabah al-Khayri. Meseh al-Khayri, good evening. Wadahahan, I think, if I said it right, is goodbye. If I said that right, I'm not positive. And that's about as far as I've gotten. I don't know much yet. But I thought that that was interesting. I had to look it up myself because they said Arab countries, Arab countries. They go, what are we talking about, Arab countries? What does Arab mean? And I looked it up. So it does not include religion. It does not include race. There are different religions, there are different races included in the Arab world. However, it does include some history, some politics, and some definitely the language and linguistic identity. So I hope that that helps you a little bit to understand. A lot of these people came from, people who were nomadic Semitic people, and Semitic mean Middle Eastern. That also includes Hebrew and Israeli and that type of thing. I think it's important to understand all this in light of all the wars that are going on and all the friction and everything. Who are the people we are talking about in the Arab world? So this is the best that I can understand. I do not post hate or politics on here. I don't want to hear it. I absolutely will not hear it. And I don't like taking sides. I have a side, but I don't really like taking sides. My desire is for peace, period. And but I think that I have always felt that understanding promotes peace. I've always felt this. It may not be quite enough, but I think it helps. So, by the way, just so you know, since this is maybe a little controversial, I hold comments for my review. If the comments are not appropriate for the public, I do not post them. They will be deleted and the user will be blocked. So that you know that, because I had too much hate and stuff coming across, I just started doing this on this channel and my other one. So thank you, and I hope that this helps you.